Sweetheart. Yes, Dad? Your mom and I are concerned. Concerned? About what? Of course we want you to be happy, but we have some concerns that you might be considering hiring mega lawns for your lawn care provider. Oh, mega lawns, they are so great. I'm afraid mega lawns may not be what they seem. Let me ask you, what exactly do you like about mega lawns? I mean, where do I start? When he showed up at my house to look at my lawn, he told me I had the most beautiful lawn he had ever seen. And he had this big fancy lawnmower, and he told me that the first cut would be half off, and then I could pay through scanning a little app on his phone, or even through Venmo or QR code. He was so modern. Sweetie, I don't know how to tell you this, but your friend Candace called me the other day. You see, Candace was using mega lawns for her lawn care provider. And the grass hadn't been mowed in 3 weeks, and she was having a huge party. And they had skipped her previous appointment, and so she texted him and said, "Hey, mega lawns, can you come out and mow my grass? I'm having a huge party on Friday." But guess what? Mega lawns never showed up to mow the lawn. She had the party, and they were throwing cornhole bags in the backyard, and they lost one of the bags because the grass was so tall they couldn't find it. The story gets worse. Candace calls a neighborhood kid down the road to come finish the lawn the next week. He's mowing the lawn with his little push mower that he rode over on the back of his bicycle. And when he's mowing, he can't see the missing cornhole bag until he hits it. It's too late. The cornhole bag explodes, corn goes flying everywhere, and it tears up his mower. Now he can't even finish the lawn. Candace is upset because our lawn is half mowed. The neighborhood kid's upset because he has torn up his lawnmower after hitting an unsuspected cornhole bag. Candace doesn't even know that she's probably going to have a crazy corn crop growing up in her backyard this summer. Sweetie, I'm afraid Megalawns is going to do you like he's done the rest of these people, and I'm going to be left to pick up the pieces. He's going to get a yard that's a little bit smaller, a yard that has a little less dog poop in the backyard, maybe a little less children's toys. Maybe it doesn't have those random shrubs planted throughout the yard with no border and no mulch or anything. They're nearly impossible to trim around. And he's going to find that yard that's a little better, that might even pay a little bit more, and he's going to leave you. Oh, Candace is just jealous because she didn't make varsity cheerleading years ago. Megalawns has a custom truck, and he's got it where it squats in the back, and it's even got these big exhaust pipe, and he's got his Instagram handle right across his back windshield. Got over 5,000 followers, Dad. And you know he's only following 54 people? And guess what? I was number 54. And you know all I do is post pictures of me and my cat. I don't know how to tell you this, but Candace told me that she was also number 54. She was the 54th person that he had followed on Instagram too. But you know what? The reason that you're number 54 is because he unfollowed Candace, bringing it back down to 53 so that he could add you as 54. He's not following Candace anymore. And I'm afraid you're not going to be the last number 54 that Megalawns has. Dad, won't you just give Megalawns a chance? Sweetie, he's had more chances than a first-round NFL draft pick with a drug problem. Everybody's giving him a chance. Candace gave him a chance. Jennifer gave him a chance. Even your grandmother gave him a chance. She had prepaid. She told him. Grandma paid for the whole year up front. She told Megalawns, she said, "I'm on a fixed income." She paid for the whole year. 32 cuts is what he told her he was going to get. Do you know how many cuts he came when he was all said and done? It was 22 cuts. It wasn't 32. It was 22 cuts. And every time he missed, Grandmother would call him. And you know what happened? He always had an excuse. It was always something. My lawnmower's tore up. Well, what he didn't know was that Grandmother is on Instagram and she understands the hashtag lingo. And so when he told her his mower was tore up, what she finds out is he's posting pictures of Instagram of him down at the beach. I'm afraid some people, it doesn't matter how many chances you give. The tiger has shown his stripes, and it just is who he is. So what are you suggesting I do, Dad? Remember a few years ago when you came to me and you were explaining that you thought you had Bieber fever, and I was trying to relate to you in that stage of life, and you said, "Dad, would you just listen to a few of these songs?" So my advice is, why don't you go to Megalons and you tell him, just like Bieber Fever would tell him, my mama don't like you and she likes everyone. And tell him that if he likes the way he looks so much, then he should go love himself or mow his own lawn. Dad, you might should stick with Garth Brooks. Candace told me a story when she called. She said that the final straw, besides missing the party, the straw that broke the camel's back, was that she had a $300 Japanese maple tree that was given to her as a gift. Megalons ran over her $300 Japanese maple. What happened, I don't know, but I would have had to guess. I would say he was probably staring at his phone, checking his Instagram followers while he was riding his zero turn and just mossed right over it. No report to Candace about it, never mentioned it at all. Candace calls him, texts him a picture of the tree and says, do you know anything about my $300 tree that suddenly mowed off at the ground? You know what Megalons told him? Megalons told him that it probably was lost in the tornado. The tornado that happened 3 years ago. I know I'm old, and I know that I still think tick-tock is the sound that a clock makes. But I want you to consider Joey's mowing. I know, Joey's mowing. Joey still tucks his shirt into his pants while he mows the grass. He checks the PSI on his tires before every lawn, which is a little bit annoying. He still uses a handheld blower. But I'll tell you this, I've been using Joey for 14 years. And you know how many times he's missed an appointment to cut the grass in 14 years? He's missed one time. And that was 3 years ago when a tornado came through and he texted me and he said, hey, would you mind if I go and volunteer to help clean up the debris from the tornado and skip your lawn this week? Of course I told Joey that would be awesome, and I appreciated his love for our community. I know Joey probably doesn't have very many Instagram followers. Joey may not know what Instagram is, but I know this. You know those 99-cent solar lights I have lining the driveway? Joey accidentally hit one with a weed eater, and he couldn't find an exact replacement. And so he bought me a whole new set, but they weren't 99-cent ones. They were $1.99 each. He replaced the whole set for some that were twice as valuable as the one that he damaged because he couldn't find an exact match to replace the damaged one. Do you think Megalons would do that for you? And I remember one time when I asked Joey about coming over on Friday instead of on his normal Wednesday schedule. And I explained to him that on Saturday morning I was having my shuffleboard team over and we were having our annual gluten-free pancake eating contest. And I wanted everything to look just right. Joey came over on Friday and he spent extra time really edging around the flower beds and making everything look just right. No extra charge, no complaining, just outstanding customer service once again. You know, I sure am lucky to have a dad like you, the best shuffleboard player I know, and you sure do know a thing or two about choosing a lawn care provider. I think I might give Joey's mowing a chance. I'm Jason Creel. Appreciate you watching the video. Leave the comments below. I know it's a little different. I've got about 800 instructional videos teaching people how to start a lawn care business, whether you're in weed control and fertilization or mowing business. A lot of resources at Lawn Care Life. If you enjoy these videos, let me know it. Give it a thumbs up, share it, like it, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.